Hello, it is me once again. At the end of saying right now, there, at the end of I found out that for the last couple of years that the countries will not survive. Yeah, mine is kind of shocking. That they end up found there's more than just countries that's seen on the list. Because there is more. Let's see why. With my trusty little globe, this map right here. Sorry that was sideways with it. This point, here it is. My trusty little globe. Yeah, showing the whole world the way it is. From most countries of one to another. Yep. By the end of these countries, then it might not last throughout the past 2020, even 2030s. Yeah, here's the countries that I might see that end up going away, that they end up, that they head towards the future. It is the most likely say, oh yeah, they're not include the Pacific Islands, which the end of the Pacific Islands like Fiji and Solomon Islands, even New Country Bougainville, and also even other small islands like the French Polynesia of some sort, might not include it on this list because all of the Pacific Islands might be included, exception of Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia. It might be planned to sink. Yep, most of the countries, excluding Papua New Guinea, Australia, and New Zealand, might sink. Yeah. Also not includes most of the Caribbean islands too, like the Leeward Antilles, Bahamas as well. They also include the sink as well, which are under control, and will not include most of the islands in the Indian Ocean, like the Maldives and Mauritius and the Seychelles, even Comoros. They might be planning to sink, but they might keep the Comoros in for another reason, and see why. Here we go. The first country that might see its collapse is, I might be surprised at all, Australia. So they end up, here's the thing right now. Australia has history of Queensland trying to get independence. Queensland's located right there. At the end of, this is the CY. Yep, Australia has still fought troubles with Queensland of so many years. It's the end up not surprised there. So they end up seeing them. I think Queensland might come back to haunt them. So they end up, when Queensland's fall, so is the rest of Australia. So yeah. So it's Australia, they also have a wave of migrants from most of the Pacific Islanders. It's also might feel the fire of some sort, even with natives known as Anaventals of some sort, aka Australian natives, might come together to break up Australia. And the other countries is Indonesia. Yep, Indonesia. The country is like so divided with ideology, so they end up as Buddhists of some sort. I might add Malaysia in it as well, but with the same problem. But Malaysia might come later. Indonesia does not only like Pacific Islands and some islands might sink, also with the problems with Islamic issue of some sort, might bring Indonesia, it might be its demise. In the end up now they have to return conflict in the Papua's conflict, which is an insult. So yeah. So I might be seeing Indonesia and shortly live before head 2040. Let's see why. Malaysia, the lady just said right now, it might be going away soon. Like Australia, Malaysia is a union. Surprising to know, and I was to say, didn't even notice. Malaysia might likely cease to exist and end up before 2040. The problem is, though, Malaysia might be broken apart by sultanates and others from the past, which includes Jannar and also Tegaru and some sort. Yep, those are the huge areas to the root, but mostly sultanates from the past. Yeah, it will not see its survival for long. And then the country is Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam. Well, Vietnam United. I wanted to say one of the joke. You meant Vietnam 2. Yep, Vietnam is historically split in two, like North South Korea. But in the end of, because of trigger communism, it might be seen its demise. And in the end of, because, yeah, Vietnam might be split back in two. That was 2040. And even with some, and even ethnic troubles is in that insult, so yeah. And then another country that might not survive is Communist Laos. Communist Laos. You're not see shocking that it's on this list. Well, what's the reasons for this? Conflict with the people? Collapse? Or rainforest trouble? No. Is there any ideology? Communism, yep. You know communism failed. You know, but here's the thing, one though. The exile of this might trigger issues within you guessed it, the government. Yet the government at the end of issues with the end of the exile kingdom allows is the end of still looking in the capital. Yep. Not maybe issue. What now? Yeah, let's see why. So then I might see communism might end, but the new kingdom will rise. Let's see why. Say always say, when the Lion King reference, when the old king falls, the new king survives. Yep, that's the legacy is every day. Another country is Burma. Burma, aka Myanmar, it is the scene in the yellow background, has civil wars broke out for 40 to close to 50 years. There's civil wars all over this land. In the end, they're kind of afraid civil wars means more civil wars. It means civil wars means collapse. Yep. Myanmar might know more in 2040 because of so much unrest. Another country is, I believe, is India. Yeah, India might survive for the future, but the collapse is some areas is real. And here's the thing right now. Like China, that they'll talk about later, India might survive because of the population, some sort of how clean it really is, but they end up ethnically different. You know all the scripts and others in India and a lot of language barriers and otherwise. India is really culturally different and ethnic too. Even religiously different. So it might not survive for a couple more years, but they might hold together though. So this way it is. And that country is, you might be surprised to say in all, China. Not Taiwan, China. I don't want to see why. But China. Because it lives like 5 to 6 reasons. China, aka the global giant for population, might have ethnically, pollutionally, and even united plans. And here's the thing, but now, China is really knows a country of 5 ethnics. They work together by peace. Of course, the Taiwan's the same right there. When they end up being 5 ethnic, breaking the China apart. Yep, the Mongols in the north, Uyghur near Kazakhstan, Tibet, near Nepal, and then Han Chinese in New Hong Kong of some sort. Even Manchus in the end of was Manchuria in the north. Yeah, might broken apart. Taiwan also. The end of Taipei is might be independent as well. Even Hong Kong, Macau became a huge commonwealth in the future when it became one. So yeah, that's another issue. Another one is really United Korea plans. Yep, United Korea plans with North South Korea is real. Yeah, yeah. Remember Vietnam that said that was in a split. The Koreas will hold. Yep, here's the thing one now. South Korea is dependent with a huge economy and some sort of a large amount of trade. Well, the North is completely in famine in some sort. The problem is North Korea cannot survive, South Korea can. And the South Korea of the day that could bring the whole economy to the North, North Korea is over. So yeah. So that might be an issue. Another one is well, some areas in Japan. You have Tokyo and most of the coastal cities not only have overcrowding issues, also overpopulation. And some areas also might sink as well. Yeah. Yeah, think twice and had like areas like Tokyo of some sort because I know some areas not only have overpopulation issues and also that area is also sinking. Yeah. Another one is Putinist Russia. Yep. Russia, you meant to say that us remain part of the Soviet Union. Because Russia looks to unite itself, but here's the thing with them. You didn't notice. Russia is also oligarchy. That means the Federal Union subjects. And even republics. Yeah, think that through. Russia has so many republics, and of course it might break up Russia. Like a domino theory, you know, in the scene back in the Cold War, when democracy hits one of the states, a domino effect might happen. When one state falls, others might too. So that means it will probably break off from Russia. So it's two. Also, with the issues of Crimea that took over by Russia, Crimea might be took back to Ukraine in the future, if not independent. Even the Damascus region might put into Russia and put back into Ukraine. So yeah. So the survival of Ukraine might be coming back. Yep. Do not be worried. Instead, Russia's may fall, not Ukraine. So do people think that the Ukraine will not survive? Think again, it will. Yeah. So that might be it. Another one is gonna be the Middle East collapsing new countries. Yeah. The Middle East Senator for some of them, like Syria with Russia, Iraq with 3 different issues, Yemen with the North-South Yemen issue, which is pretty much going to be split back in two, and even last not least, a most likely ideological change in Iran. Those gotta be the issues on the head towards the future. Yeah. Yeah, that might happen. The next one is parts in Africa. Africa, the continent, has trouble. South Africa, ethnic troubles. Libya, possibly split in two. Also got Ethiopia, though. Like the ethnic troubles are made in a terror part of the country. All we lost in Tria because of that. So yeah. Also got Nigeria, ethnic issues. Cameroon, Anglophone crisis. Within South Cameroon near Nigeria's border, you can hardly see, but that's the end of the issue. Ghana, ethnic troubles within Ashantis and others, yep. And again, as a war, then Mali might end up pop up independent. Sudan, with the traditional democracy, I mean tradition with the law for independent, yep. Yeah, and also there's so many more than independence moves is so badly written in Africa that was end up getting to see more countries that may collapse and collapse more in the future, so that's why Africa's added onto this list. Another one, Europe. European Union is no surprise it changes. Greece with their debt issue, let's see why. Got Italy, and Italy might survive, but the problem is there's so many ethnic differences. And Italy is ridden with culture differences and otherwise, yeah. At the end, I might not survive. And then I got Serbia, and now Serbia, I might end up with most other yoga suck things. The most of the Vojvodina is, I think Vojvodina might get independence in the future. And I think that is going to be so much in this one, we will not survive there. And then I got the two big reasons: Spain and UK. Spain is ethnically collapsing. So you only have in Istria, Castile, Catalonia, Basque, Galicia, also part of the areas that became federal subjects of Spain, but it fall next into Castile. That means, yeah, those are the countries I see coming. And UK is a union of republics. Yep, like Russia, a domino effect happens, UK might fall. That means you see United Kingdom's name is in no more. Instead, they say the Republic of Scotland, the Republic of England, the Republic of Wales, and Northern Ireland might fall the next part of Ireland, and they're going to remain in the future. Well, the next one is Brazil. Brazil is made up of republics. And the next one is the see later on. Yeah, of course, with Amazon rainforest troubles, means Brazil might be broken down by states in the future. Yeah. Yeah, and that's might happen. Next one is Brasilia. Brasilia is really in Castro, not Castro, Hugo Chavez revived the country. The problem is, with the presidential crisis, it might be game over, civil war time for that country, and then it causes it more relevant. Yeah, it might happen. Well, there's gonna be a couple more countries in the same one now that might not survive. Well, the next one is Mexico. Yep, Mexico City is also sinking, because of the Lakers trying to reform. Also, Mexico is also filled with states and also drugs. In the end, we know that San Francisco and Guatemala, they try to get independent, and even others that try to follow up too. Well, the second last country is Canada. Canada, yep, Canada might also see its collapse. Quebec, be French, means you know the Quebec really needs independence, yeah. But the kind of free Canada might lose Quebec and it end up nowhere, and then the whole is more. So I think most of Canada's provinces might end up see it's being independent. And one more country that might end up cease exist is, might shock at all, like Russia, United States. Yep, empires being strong, empires might fall. That's the old saying that don't happen to old Julius Caesar and then you see Roman Empire fall. United States might meet its demise. Yep, another 13 colonies in the form together in the US. 13 colonies. That means 13 countries should have been exist. Well, now it's the Union of 50 states. It's the seed from the Union is strong. Yeah, California, Texas, Alaska. How about the whole entirely the 50 states? That means Ohio and others might be independent. That might happen in the poor United States in the future with ideology issues. Even though socialism and nationalism, aka fascism, is also on the rise, you mean 50 states became one union or 50 states became one country? Choice is yours. There. Oh yeah, remember wasn't it not made the list set up on the Pacific Islands? And I might not include it. Here's the reasons. Seychelles, sinking. Mauritius, sinking. Maldives, hardly use existing in the future. And then the Pacific Islands. Here it is, British Polynesia, independent countries and sinking. Samoa, sinking. Tonga, sinking. Tuvalu, sinking. Marshall Islands, the country who they the most forgotten about sea rising might cease exist. Micronesia, collapse, sinking. Also, Palau, the country that they left over mostly Japanese, is sinking. Solomon Islands, war, sinking. Vanuatu, sinking. Fiji, sinking. And last but not least, the territories of the U.S. with Guam and Micronesian Islands, sinking as well. Yep. Also, most of the Caribbean islands. Most of last remained at the end of Trinidad all the way up to Antigua Barbuda, which includes Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, and also Antigua Barbuda and Trinidad and Tobago, which includes Puerto Rico and others. It's all at risk of sinking. Bahamas is also planned, and they may see sinking inside the future. And to see most of the population move into Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Cuba in the future. Yep. You see that one now. Also, Panama. And I see Panama because the canals might hold strong, so they just built barriers, so it's just like they're dead. Anyways. Also, climate change might cause big islands like Greenland and some sort of might end the ice spread and it may become a huge atoll, which they might survive all the way to 2100 before the end of the day saying them cease to exist. Soon who knows, Greenland might be independent then. As will also be less with all huge atoll in the world. Yeah. That might be it. So, yeah. Yeah, this is it for me at this point. Hope you like it. This is my longest video in the made. Of some sort. Any countries that I never said might survive for a very long time. And that might be it for me. Hope you like this video. And otherwise, it looks like, and I am Joshua the Cat Human, and let's say goodbye. And otherwise, beep beep. Anyway. Oh yeah, P.S. A lot of my either put in the semis. In the honorable mentions at this point. Just before end this video. One honorable mentions. Pakistan might survive and not survive because of terroristic threats of some sort also collapse. Afghanistan was supposed to add on this list because of ethnic troubles, but they're more united. How good is that? And last country that might end upon honorable mentions is Ukraine. Ukraine was supposedly full next to Russia. Not anymore. They might survive as long as they get Crimea, and others might return. And otherwise, also they might add the honorable mentions too, is Azerbaijan, Turkey, Armenia, and Georgia. Collapse might be in the future, not anymore, because Russia might too collapse before you even let them so get back their land. So that's it. So have a great day, and otherwise see you into my next video, which is coming soon, don't know when, with the NFC. Good luck to everyone, a great day or night.